Lawyers for Simon Gogolak are challenging the means the FBI used to get a statement from their client, who's accused of killing a witness against Faro strip club owner Peter Gerace. Our Dave McKinley attended an evidentiary hearing today in advance of the trial involving several men that's scheduled to start this summer, Dave?
Yeah, and it'll be a lengthy one at that when it gets underway. Now, today's evidentiary hearing largely centered on the methods the FBI deployed in order to get to Simon Gogolak, and we learn more about the events leading up to his arrest as a central figure in this witness tampering case. Crystal Quinn was a former Faro's dancer whom Gerace has described to us as a dear friend who was also mentally fragile. After Gerace was arrested, Quinn ended up being charged with threatening another former dancer prepared to testify against Gerace. To resolve her charges and spare herself a potential 15-year prison sentence, she also agreed to give testimony against Gerace, who has insisted the feds preyed on Quinn's vulnerabilities and coerced her into testifying. But in the summer of 2023, Quinn turned up dead in the Wellsville apartment of her longtime friend Simon Gogolak. When that happened, her FBI handler, Special Agent Jason Camerad, worked with another agent, Brian Burns, to develop intel on Gogolak. They quickly learned that Quinn had used her mother's car to drive to Wellsville and that Gogolak was planning to drive it back to the mom's home in Depew. They also learned Gogolak had a suspended license. Now, the FBI does not enforce state traffic law, but the Depew police do, and the FBI contacted them and arranged for them to pull over Gogolak when he arrived near the Quinn home in a neighborhood off Transit Road. This gave the feds enough time to get a search warrant for Gogolak's phone, and the Depew police even provided an interview room for the FBI to interrogate Gogolak, who was later charged along with Gerace and 4 other men with conspiring to administer a fatal overdose to Quinn to keep her off the stand and then trying to make it look accidental. Even without Quinn's testimony, Gerace was convicted of drug and sex trafficking and is now due to be sentenced on April 9th. But tomorrow, Gerace's lawyers are expected in court where they will argue for his sentencing to be postponed. They want questions cleared up regarding Steve Cohen, Gerace's original attorney in the Quinn case, who has not been charged with anything but whom the feds have labeled as an unindicted co-conspirator. Prosecutors say there is legally insufficient arguments, though, to delay Gerace's sentencing any further. On your side in the studio, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.
Dave, thank you.